Hey guys, so today I'm here and I'm going to be showing a little bit of a decluttering video on some products that I'm going to be getting rid of and why. So let's just get into it. It's going to be messy, not very organized. It's just going to be me showing you pretty much that I was cleaning up my makeup. So if you guys like to see that, please stay tuned. Alright, most likely I am going to be doing a part 2 to this, I think, by the way, because I saw a few other things that I'm on the fence about, but I'm going to see and I'm going to touch base on that probably in a future video. But let's get started. First things first, I'm just going to get rid of this extra hooded pin. This is random, I know, but I got my one and I don't see why I would need two. I just need to really start just focusing on the makeup I got and having fun with it and not having so much clutter when I'm over here because it just becomes distracting. So he is going to be going. Next up, I have a few eyeshadow palettes, and these are really hard to get rid of. They are the Lorac Pro 1 and 2, and there's nothing bad about these palettes. Like, well, there is, but there's not. I actually love these. I think they're stunning. Let me try to get these a little bit closer because I know when it, like, the light washes it, it makes it look like they're like brand new and they're not. They're actually pretty messy. I have 1 and 2. I actually love these. Really recommend these. But I started going through and doing that, like, you know, check your makeup thing and the freshness. It's really hard to find Lorac ones. They're not on most of the websites. You just gotta try to find it and, like, Google it with the number. That's what I did. And I also just went by the date on the back. And luckily, I also had videos. So, I know I did buy this one, the Pro 2 years ago. But it was manufactured 4 years ago. So, it's time for him to go. And then I tried to use him and I realized he was really coming up real chunky. His formula changed. He's done. And this guy is like 5 years old. I've had him for about 4, but he's like 5 years old. He's definitely got to go. I was trying to like use some of these and they were like chunking off. The mattes were still pretty okay in this, actually, except for these darker mattes. They started to get kind of weird and they weren't like that. So these are just too old and I have to start focusing on my newer makeup and using that up rather than focusing on old makeup, because by the time I'm getting to the new makeup, then that's old as well. So if that makes sense. But these guys are going. But I do really love, honestly, if I was going to recommend a natural neutral palette, Lorac Pro 1, one of my all-time favorite palettes. I'm just going to be getting rid of this brush roll. This is from my Morphe thing. I just don't need stuff like this, and it's just lingering around and kind of being in the way. So he's going to go. Also, not my thing. Next up is another eyeshadow palette, and I swear it's nothing against Lorac. I'm so sorry. I just bought these all around the same time. This is just the Unzipped palette, but I told you guys, this is also like 5-6 years old. I think I've had it for 4 or 5 years, and I think the manufacturing date was like 2012, 2013. It was pretty old. But when I did a declutter not that long ago, I said, oh, you know, if I still don't find myself reaching for it, then I should get rid of it. And I do. And also, I've noticed the formula change. It's starting to get really bumpy and weird. And I don't know. It doesn't have a smell or anything, but I can see that it actually changed. So he's got to go. I pumped through some things really fast. I don't want this video to take too long. But just my little Kat Von D, like, brush case. I don't need this. It just came with the Shade and Light brush. Unnecessary. I'm getting rid of this eyelash curler. It just doesn't fit my eyes properly. It's just a little bit too small. And my eyes are a little bit bigger than that. So, easy to go. This bright blue kind of kohl eyeliner from Wet n Wild. I just don't really like it. It's very dry. And it tugs on my eyes. So, he's going to go. I'm going to be getting rid of some of these NYX Duo Chrome Illuminating highlighters. There's nothing wrong actually with these. I actually love these. I know they're good for 24 months and I've had them for about like a year, so they're probably a little bit over a year old, but it's just I have like that palette with the BoxyCharm and I really liked how that one blended in with the skin, and it's nothing personal against these. If you want like a duochrome highlighter for cheap, I think these are absolutely stunning, but I kind of liked that Naked Cosmetics things where it's just all in one thing, so it was just really easier for me to keep. So that is why I'm decluttering these. I'll be getting rid of some brushes because I just don't really like how they are. I just got an old Real Techniques one. Just has kind of weird lip pencil brush. I don't use that. This one e.l.f. blending brush, it was from their studio line. It's just a little bit too dense and I just don't like the way it does my makeup. And then kind of the ending of these fake, oops, sorry, I'm like all weird for a second. These fake Artiste brushes. It's just hard to get product out. They're really good at first, but then once they start to get too much of a buildup where it's hard to get it out from like the bottom in there, it's just time for it to go. This is like that Jerome Alexander brush. Yeah, I kept it for a long time. I made that video on the review on that like 3-4 years ago. So much hate on that. Whatever. But I love the brush, but it's time to get rid of it. Alright, to get into some more, the Hard Candy Eyeshadow Primer, it wasn't awful, but I just really love using a concealer better. I used it a few times, but I just didn't see the point of keeping it, so that is why I am decluttering it. The Hard Candy Velvet Mousse, like, it was an okay, like, formula. I don't know, I just didn't find myself reaching for it, and I do have, like, some nicer lippies that are, like, similar to this color, and I'd rather just use that. Next is that Too Faced Perfect Black Eyeliner Pen. This, I really did like this, but it just started to get weird where once I started to keep sharpening it, the tip just kept breaking and it just wouldn't, like, stay on. So that is why I'm getting rid of it. I actually really like the formula of it, but I think I just had it too long and, yeah, it just didn't want to stay sharpened. Rid of that mini little Luxie brush set from BoxyCharm. I've used them several times, but I just don't like little brushes like these. I just feel like my eyeshadow just isn't as seamless. I don't know, I just really like a longer handle with my brushes. It's a personal preference, but I am going to be decluttering these. Next is this Hard Candy Glamourflage Heavy Duty Concealer. Nothing awful with this. It's just a little cakey and I didn't really like it on my under eye. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It just looked too kind of cakey and it got like really like, I don't know, yucky underneath my eye. And it had like those little bumps. I don't know, it was really weird. So I did not like it. Next is something that I'm kind of sad that I have to get rid of, but I checked the date on this and I'm kind of bummed because I bought this from HSN. It was actually that mascara and this duo, which is why I hurried up on that mascara as well. And I bought this only a few months back. I remember doing a video on it. It was around Christmas. And this, I bought this in 2017, way before 2018, literally. This was made in 2013, guys. I checked the date, 2013. I just thought when, I think I said it in that video too, like, that I had to shake it and it would still be kind of separated and watery. No, it's not supposed to be like that, yucky. So that's going. Kind of disappointed because I literally just got that. It's only been like 2 months I've had that, so, but it's gotta go. Next is this little rock behind the scenes eyeshadow primer. It's actually almost empty. I used to really love these, but now that I've tried to kind of find like different concealers and I've tried other eyeshadow bases and such, this really isn't that great. It's not awful, but it's not absolutely amazing. So he may be decluttered. Next is this Tarte eyeliner, and it's a gel liner. I started to realize every time I would use this that my eyes would get really red and runny. So that is why I'm decluttering this. It's a beautiful liner. It's so black, it's so smooth and nice. However, I just started to notice that my eyes got really irritated after use. So he is sadly going. Next is this Hard Candy blush. And again, I know I have a lot of certain brands. It's nothing personal. It's just, you know, I go on binges. And this is in Honeymoon. I don't know why I said Honeymoon. I bought this like 6-7 years ago. Maybe, yeah, 6 years ago at least, minimum. So he's definitely got to go. He is actually a beautiful blush, especially if you're fair skinned. Really recommend this. Next is this Makeup Revolution Vivid Bake Highlighter. This is actually a great highlighter. It's in Radiant Lights. The packaging's definitely ugly. However, this is a really good highlight. Super pretty, especially if you're very fair. It's just, I don't know, I think I've had this for about 2 years now, and I just have other highlighters that I'm always using, so I feel like I'm kind of just ditching him now, so it's just time for him to go. I also have some more brushes here, just like a too stiff of a pencil brush. These are all like knockoff like Amazon brushes. This is a mini Bare Minerals, but now I got the full size one, so I just never used this, so she's just kind of a waste. This was an Amazon brand, Emax Design. This is the only one I didn't like, was this eyeliner brush. It just is too sparse, too messy to be a nice precise eyeliner, so he's gonna go. Sadly, this was a, I don't know what the name of this is. It's like Huamanli. It was it's like an Amazon brand, but sadly I dropped it and I broke it. So I know I could repress it, but I got so many eyeshadow palettes that it's like, you know what, I think it's time for, oh, I dropped my one thing. I think it's just time for him to go. I also found another one of those NYX Duochromes. This was in Twilight Tint, so him as well. The Hard Candy eyeliner pencil is just a little bit too hard and it tugs in your eye, so he is a going. Where's that other one? Can't find it. This says it's a baked bronzer by Hard Candy. However, it's like too light to be a bronzer, and then if you try to use it as a highlight, 'cause it's also so shimmery, it's like really gold. Like, it is gorgeous, however not for my skin tone. Like for bronzer, highlight, anything, even as a blush. But however, if you're like pretty much like, I'd say like medium and up, this could be. I guess that was everything. Definitely recommend that Hard Candy baked bronzer if you are light to medium skinned, or medium skinned and up, I would say. I think it would be beautiful on your skin tone. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I will be doing a part 2 to this, and we're kind of see, I might do it kind of differently, so definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. Bye.